Hello and welcome to GPCA TV. I'm John Baker and I'm here in Dubai at the annual GPCA Forum. The association has used this year's event to launch its Leaders of Tomorrow programme, inviting students to learn more about the industry by attending the forum. I'm talking now to Abdulaziz Aluddin, the Executive Vice President of Human Resources at SABIC, who's been involved in the programme closely. Well, welcome. Could you just explain the Leaders of Tomorrow programme that the GPCA has set up here and why it's so important?
Well, thank you, John. Well, the Leaders of Tomorrow program is really a flagship program within GPCA. It's been recently launched, but today it's really taking a twist in terms of a sense of urgency. We do have the sense of urgency coming in from the industry changes, the industry dynamics, pressure on the chemical industry. There's a greater need now to accelerate the development of our talent, ease the onboarding of them from the academia part of their life cycle or their life into the more professional, hitting the ground running talent that the company could, or companies in the GCC really could capitalize on.
And the programme is being backed by most of the major producers in the region. Was that hard to achieve?
Well, with the momentum that is created right now, if I would talk about SABIC, for example, our chairman, the chairman of GPCA, Mr. Yusuf Libanian, the CEO of SABIC. At SABIC, we have the talent development as really one of the foundations of our strategy. So it's one of the elements of success that we have defined. It's the element that we have focused on from top leadership at the company. And we do have programs in place that really ease the transition of students or scholars from the academia to their professional life, and not just focusing on the technical side of their accelerated learning, but it's more on the leadership side. And that addresses the transformational part of the industry as well.
And did you find it easy to get the candidates to come on the program here for the first time?
Well, I think that with the turnout that we've had yesterday at the session, I think that we need to seriously think of expanding even the space available for our people. It's a great opportunity. It's very practical. It really closes the gap that many of our students look up to in terms of gaining, which is addressing really what's happening practically in the industry today. How can they accelerate their learning? How can they really attach themselves to the organization and immediately have impact as they join the organization, instead of going through the normal life cycle of 2 to 3 years of learning the organization, understanding the strategy, how to navigate within the organization. So it's kind of focused on self-leadership, and that, in my opinion, really better prepares them to engage immediately in the organization and start to make impact.
Right, I was going to ask what sort of skills and abilities you're looking for.
Well, mainly, personally, I do not see a big gap from a technical point of view. What we need to address more and really start to focus on is on the leadership side. The whole change of the industry, the dynamics, even the way that the millennials think is completely different than how the previous generation thought or opted to make impact in the organization. It's really creativity, problem solving, inclusiveness, engagement, sense of urgency, a winning attitude, things that probably did not come at the top of the agenda of the previous generation, but with the changes in the industry, these kind of come to the top of the priority today.
And do you think it would be a natural progression to sort of create sort of intern programs for students to bring them in temporarily?
Well, we do today have co-op programs. For example, at SABIC, we do have a significant intake of programs. Students at the kind of sophomores or towards the end of their academia, we take them in, get them exposed to real projects in the organization, get them exposed to how decisions are made, how priorities are made, what the organization should focus on, what's happening in the industry. So it's kind of bridging that gap quite early before they join the company.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
Good luck with the whole program.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I think it's a good opportunity for students to have a look about the chemical industry, what's going on, what's the challenges, what is the company that is competitive in the industry.
I've learned so many stuff. I learned about the industry, especially that we don't really get to learn about the industry during our university classes. So I think this is very important, because once you step out to the real world, you'll be so shocked of the industry and what's really happening in there.
The networking is here just so valuable, and we need to connect as I'm from Oman, to connect with other people from other companies, from other nationalities. So we need to build our network.
I got to know a lot of people, CEOs, share experiences with them.
And I also gained public speaking skills. So just by looking at the executives and the CEOs presenting, I perceived how a person should grab the attention of other people talking, of the audience.
They just made me aware of what might be happen at the industry.
And I hope that for the next years it will have some workshops. I think it will be good for the students to know what they are going to do in the future.
The lot program of this annual forum has helped me really tremendously, because they have introduced the basic fundamentals of petrochemical industries, and also they have broadened my horizon on the skill sets that the major companies are looking for.